Hey YouTube viewers, this is a video on my fire belly / great tree frog cage. As you can see, I have two great tree frogs and two fire bellies. Now, before we get started, I do not recommend mixing species. It can be very dangerous, especially if they're from foreign countries. So keep in mind that when I created this cage, I was unknown to the fact of mixing species. Though I have had great success mixing these two species, it can be dangerous in the long run. So now that I've stated this, let's go ahead and take an overview of it. Now this is a 40-gallon breeder. I have a few different types of plants in here. The main one, of course, is philodendron. It's in the pothos family. The second one, I believe it's called a banana leaf plant. It's similar to the philodendron, to how it grows. And then I have this, which I guess is in the lily family. I'm not positive on that. It's been doing great. And then I had some, if you can see, a peace lily, but it got eaten up by crickets and it's starting to come back once more. Since this last update, I finally got a camera. It's nicer than the video that I made. Thus I used with the cell phone. I've changed much things around. So, in the process of this tank being created, I've had many different species come in, different things I've added. One of which are these little microscopic bugs that you can see running around, kind of. It's very hard to see these guys, but they are my free eaters. They eat everything that is plant or feces. It's kind of hard to see them because they are so freaking small, but I promise you they are running around all over this stuff. I've thrown pill bugs in, earthworms, etc. Crickets have helped as well with eating. There's actually a little pill bug. It's very hard to see, but he's there. And I'm not sure what the species of pill bug it is, but I know it is one, and there's more than just those guys. I have plenty of moss I've added in. I've added in another little rock area over here for the frogs. I've redone the waterfall. So, now, this has taken a few years for this to be a self-sustaining cage, but it's almost there. The crickets are still a problem with feeding, so those still get a monthly feeding. There's still I put enough in there where crickets still roam around, and there's enough for the frogs to eat for the month. And this does not hurt the ecosystem at all. I've also noticed I have snails running around. They move fairly fast. So, and those come with my Java moss that I've recently acquired. And Java moss is a great thing to keep the water clean, add oxygen. I also have guppies running around in here. And the guppies are just loving it, and they're hard to see, of course. But they're running around. There's one right there. And these guys are basically cleaning everything in this water for me, eating the dead plant debris and keeping the fecal matter down as well. Plants are also loving this. I also have a UV light on there to help the plant growing. They grow without the UV, but I added it on there, and the plants have been freaking out and growing fast. I've had these guys for a few years. This tank's been doing great. Keep in mind, I've added things throughout the years that have kind of introduced these species. Most of them come through moss, which is good, which is okay. There's not many things you find on moss that will actually hurt your animals, and as well as different pieces of rock that they've come through. I've also just thrown pill bugs in and earthworms in, which helps keep the ground somewhat fertile as well. So, I hope you guys like this video. Have any questions, post. Subscribe if you wish. Thanks.